If you're facing a drug cultivation charge, you're probably wondering what penalties you might be facing. This short video will help you understand the penalties and how to reduce your penalty if you wish to plead guilty or are found guilty. The first thing for you to understand is that the maximum penalty you could face will depend on the type of plant, the amount of the plant, and which court your matter is finalised in. It won't matter how big or old the plants are, even if they're only seedlings. You will only be looking at the same penalty as if they were flowering adult plants ready for sale. For small quantities of illegal plants, which are 5 plants or less, the maximum penalty that you can get if your matter is heard in the local court is 2 years imprisonment and/or a $5,500 fine. If your case is heard in the district court, you will be looking at a maximum of 10 years for cannabis plants or 15 years for other illegal plants. You could also cop a fine of up to $220,000. For more than small quantities, but less than commercial quantities, in other words, from 6 to less than 250 plants, the fine in the local court increases to $11,000. For commercial quantities, which are 250 to less than 1,000 plants, your case will be classed as strictly indictable, meaning that it will only be able to be heard in the higher courts like the district court. The maximum penalty is 15 years imprisonment for cannabis plants, or 20 years imprisonment for all other illegal plants. On top of this, you could also cop a fine of up to $385,000. For large commercial quantities, that is more than 1,000 plants, the maximum penalty that you'll be looking at is a prison term of 20 years for cannabis plants, or life imprisonment for all other plants. You will also be facing a fine of up to $550,000. Now, it's important to remember that these are maximum penalties only. This means that you won't actually receive these types of penalties unless your case is the most serious in that category. In fact, the court will look at all the facts and circumstances of your case when deciding what type of penalty is suitable. So this means that you could get a lenient penalty if you were growing the plants for your own personal use only, and that you didn't intend to make a profit out of the plants. The court will also look at things like the level of skill involved in growing the plants. For example, a person who has a lot of skill and experience preparing special soils or cloning plants will be looked upon more seriously by the courts. An early plea of guilty and a clean prior record are also important factors. Your personal situation will also be looked at, as well as any efforts towards rehabilitation. Remember, you can increase your chances of getting a lesser penalty by engaging expert drug lawyers who have the skills and knowledge necessary to get you the best possible outcome. So give us a call today and find out how we can help you.